H-Town. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. It's Baby Friday. It's our Friday because we don't come on actual Friday. So Thursday is the Chop Shop's Friday, and we affectionately call it Baby Friday. And it's a great, great day in sports. And my nephew has popped up on the screen in Memphis, Tennessee. We got people all, and I always say H-Town, what's up? Everybody, what's up? Because we've expanded. When we first started, it was H-Town. We've expanded in Germany, Japan, all over the world. So all over the world, what's up for Baby Friday? Let me first start this show out today. I feel good. I mean, it's a great day. I want to start the day out with my starting five. My starting five are I just affectionately call them that because they are the first people that start the feed. If they don't start the feed, ain't nobody here. They the first ones. And I got a shout out to Rod Wells. He in the building. That is Moody in the building. Sonia Billingsley in the building. Todd Holmes is in the building. Mindy Collins in the building. I was thinking about her last night. Oh, Mindy. Oh, yes. I was thinking about you last night. You better be glad I ain't got your telephone number, Mindy Collins. Oh, my goodness. You better be glad. And my sixth man of the day is Rick Brown. What's up, everybody? You know what? I want to thank you, man. And they know who I'll call them out. I'll give them a roll call today, man. I know it's Status Moody and hold up, let me get these guys be sending the Chop Shop information, man. Corey Henderson, they email and just always that is Moody. I'm gonna call these names. Melvin Dews. They send us stuff. You know, because sometimes we miss stuff and interesting stuff. And Daryl Barnes sent us something about his family, and Jimmy explained it, but I didn't get a chance to touch on it because I wanted to give Jimmy some time because I had been on the show so long. But I'm just thinking about Daryl Barnes. You know, they stopped. The people in Acres Home. We had doctors and dentists and lawyers out there, and they couldn't get to downtown. And people just stopped having bus service there. And these guys got together. Listen, man, the collective. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna keep talking about the collective, so y'all can. The collective got together and said, man, let's get our own bus line and get our people to and from downtown to Acres Home. And 9 miles. Back then it was 9 miles outside of Houston. But it's crazy. But I just wanted to share that with y'all a little bit, man. But I thank these guys, man. They take out their time to try to send us information about just about news and stuff that we might have missed. And they email us, they Facebook messages us. Man, I thank you guys, man. I really, really do. Yes, Sonya. I was thinking about Mindy last night. I ain't saying nothing about it, Mindy. I ain't said nothing, Mindy. I haven't said nothing. I was thinking about you last night. But hold on, let me share the show. Let's share the show right now. But I got something to share with y'all. I was just thinking about something, man. Super Bowl is coming up Sunday. Super Bowl, I love the Super Bowl. I do business. As a matter of fact, y'all, I'm supposed to sneak out of here. I might have to go down there because I do, no matter what, because we're not there, it's still business. Shout out to Old Spice and great partners there with Old Spice. You see all the commercials with Old Spice. Doing some things down there in Tampa with them. I don't have to be there, but I might have to go down there for a second and just show my face and get back on plane and get back out of here. But I was just thinking about something. Let me play something for y'all, and then I'll go from there. Let me play something for. I think I got something for y'all. Hold up. I think I put it on there. If I didn't, I got that. Oh my goodness, I didn't, Robert. No, Robert, I know you ain't that bad. But it was I didn't. Oh, I got it. Hey, listen to me. Give me 1 sec, because I'm gonna find that video. Because what it was, it showed something, and I wanted to highlight something. I just didn't prepare it, did I? Did I? Hold up, let me quick. If I didn't do it, don't worry about it. We're not gonna do it without. Well, it was Steve Weiss had interviewed Eric Bieniemy after the Super Bowl last year. I played it on the show before. I'd have to go through all our stuff. A matter of fact, let me share this show right quick. I have to go through a whole lot of stuff to get to it. But he interviewed Eric, and Eric was unbelievable. So let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Don't y'all believe what this mainstream media say about our people. Remember what I said. How you look to them and how you look to me and how I look at you and how they would look at you is two totally different things. Okay? Two totally different things. How they view you and how we see each other. That's why I keep saying we got to see each other better. So, you know, they had this thing talking about Eric Bieniemy didn't interview well, but I'm listening to his interviews. I went and studied his interview after interview, and I'm saying, hold up. So I went to my pen. I was watching an interview, and I have seen a lot of interviews before in my life, but quickly I can identify people who struggle in the interview setting. Okay. Eric Bieniemy interviews well. Hey, Janet Richardson. Hey, oh my goodness. Hey, Janet. Extremely well. Very well, period. Okay? Remember how they see us? That's why, Rick, Tim, I don't like when you say something about negative about a black person. I'm always gonna come to their defense because I know how we got to start seeing each other a lot better. That's all. I'm just saying we have to start seeing Michael Jordan, each other a lot better. Let me finish. Let me finish. Eric Bieniemy is clearly prepared. Has complete command of the subject. Y'all got to remember, I went back just and looked at interview after interview. Okay, he got complete command of the subject matter, and he is being questioned about the things that, and he comes off as completely sincere and thoughtful. The only way this man would interview poorly, listen to me, Jess. Listen to me, Trey Phillips. The only way this man can interview poorly if the process is rigged. Okay? I got silent there for effect. I got silent for effect. As in the people conducting the job interview determine the outcome of the process before the process even begun and push through an agenda with the media, much in the same manner as a DA indicting a ham sandwich. Y'all go back and put that in there. DAs brag about saying I can indict a ham sandwich, and a ham sandwich ain't done nothing. But I'm gonna let y'all research that. Oh, that's a running joke in the law profession. A DA can indict a ham sandwich. And a ham sandwich ain't did nothing. Okay? I'm just helping you. This is the How to Think Tank this morning. Check this out. Beside the fact that this man clearly interviews well, y'all got to help me now. He also draws up the Chiefs' red zone package. Y'all follow me here. The red zone. With the little shovel passes and all of that stuff, the wizardry that Patrick Mahomes be doing. The guy is responsible for grooming Patrick Mahomes, who some of y'all talk about is the baby goat. Jess, I'm just trying to walk you through this, Jess, because I know some of you women, some of you people, I haven't had a chance to talk about this way today. I haven't, because I need to talk about this when I got y'all here intimately right now. Y'all check out my background. Y'all check out my background today. Yeah, okay. The Chiefs' red zone stuff is both spectacular, great, and creative. And but Jess McKee. Let me talk to my girls, man, because let me tell you, Jess, I ain't gonna pick Mindy. Where my girls at? Janet. I'm talking. Oh, Yolanda, hey girl, I miss you. Jessica Brooks. Talking to all my girls. In the last 4 NFL hiring cycles, that means when a coach after every year, some coaches, hey Demetria, hey sweetie. When coaches get fired, I'm talking about cycles. So in the last 4 NFL, if you got the right notes, go get a pen. I'm finna help you. In the last 4 NFL hiring cycles, the 4 years, there has been 27 openings for head coaches. Demetria, Mindy, it ain't for 32 teams. But in the last 4 years, it has been 27 openings for head coaches. Check this out. Only 2 African Americans and 1 Afro-Latino have been hired as head coaches. 2 African Americans, 1 Afro-Latino, whatever y'all call that. Eric Bieniemy remains an assistant coach. What's up, Daryl? What's up, Daryl? Despite his incredible body of work, all of y'all work. Demetria, you work. Y'all got incredible body of work. And you go there and people just hiring people that don't have half what you have, Demetria. Just people don't have half the experience and half the know-how you have. They just hiring them, pass, and you just saying, wow. But the situation has nothing to do with the man's intelligence, his ability to command a room in an interview or lead men as a coach. See, I hated that when they put that on there. I hate it. He don't interview well. Hell no. I sit there last night and went through interview after interview after interview after interview. They interviewed him on the spot, winning the Super Bowl on the spot. He done calmed down. He's at the height of the man is Cool Hand Luke. Ain't nobody telling nobody. Michael Jordan, you might need to sit this one out. Because we ain't going there. You might need to sit this one out. Because your mind ain't right now. You might need to sit this one out. Because nobody said one thing about, so we expecting to tell owner who is supposed to hire. Ain't nobody said that shit. See, sometimes y'all, remember, if you put this stupid shit up on this feed, excuse me, Demetria, I'm going to have to address it because ain't nobody talking about that. So, let me come on back. Now I'm finna ignore you. This man has the ability to he command the room. Eric Bieniemy is still an assistant coach because he's black. It's not a matter of competence. It's a matter of melanin. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm about to tell nobody. Because you can't tell me who to hire. Yeah. I don't know what a coach have to do, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. See, what some of you people don't know, I have friends, Aaron Glenn, Duke Staley, all of these guys. These guys gonna be in this position soon. They gonna be in this position. If you was in this position, you wouldn't be so. Well, we got ain't nobody said nothing about it. We know who own them teams. I'm gonna show you how much I know who own a team. I'm gonna show you how much I own a team. It's some black people, Mr. Jordan. It's some black people out here, sir, that's got enough money to buy a team or two teams. And they have contacted the NFL, Mr. Michael Jordan. And guess what? Just in case you didn't know, the Board of Governors, Jess McKee, Shaquetta Pelser, Mindy Collins can pull all their money together and go buy a team, and them owners can say, I don't want them black girls. I don't want them. I don't care how rich they are. Good old boy. Great network. They got the right, no matter how much money you got, Shaquetta. I'm going to show you how bad it is, Michael Jordan. Out of all these black guys, several black groups that's tried to buy the NFL. Let me show you what the owners do. Okay, we ain't going to get to one of them blacks, but we going to go way over to Pakistan and give one to Shad Khan, the guy who owned the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm going to sit that there right with you, Mr. Michael Jordan. I know y'all ain't never looked at it like that. Jess McKee, check this out. I know for a fact there's several groups headed by black people that got enough money to buy a team. They won't sell them to them. They won't even listen. So they said, go look up Shad Khan, owner of the Jacksonville Jaguar. Very rich man. He ain't black. He ain't African American. But they go way to Pakistan and get an owner. Don't play with me today. I ain't been on this one in a while. This is less about, and I'm going to share this with y'all too. This is less about Eric Bieniemy, and even Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich is the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He leading his team he's the counterpart of Eric Bieniemy. Okay. Hey, Axon, he's the counterpart. So it's two black men gonna be his offense. Eric Bieniemy gonna lead his offense against Todd Bowles, who's the black man's defense. And this is so crazy. And Eric Bennett and Byron Leftwich. Think about this, y'all. Help me out here, Shaquetta and Axon. I want those kind of accolades, getting to the Super Bowl, getting your team to the Super Bowl, those kind of accolades typically get you a lot of interviews for head coaching jobs. In the past, those kind of accolades, you go to Super Bowl? Oh, yeah. You the hot? That did not bear fruit for these gentlemen. Bieniemy got a few interviews, but Byron Leftwich got none. See, I got to tell y'all, because let me tell y'all something. ESPN ain't going to tell you this. You're going to have to hear this on the Chop Shop right now. I'll never forget this, man. And we saw the hires that they had. Tim Littlefield. Y'all, I showed y'all the videos of these guys that they hire. They're questionable. What's the dude, Mos Def? Y'all remember Mos Def? He has a line that from this movie, what's it? Black on Both Sides. I think Black on Both Sides. If y'all old hip hop head, I mean, I'm not, but I remember him saying, I'm gonna paraphrase. He said, every time we catch up, white folks try to switch the game up. Every time we catch up, white folks try to switch the game up. You know I can't rap. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Most deaf. Yeah. Okay, thank you. What you see, y'all, is a number of years black coaches were like, it was like, you're not an offensive coordinator. You don't call the plays. You go. That was the excuse. That was the excuse. Who else on there? Tim. So you can't get a job. We looking for the young, hot offensive coordinator. I used to hear this. I'm in this industry. I used to hear this. But guess what? Byron Leftwich and Eric Bieniemy are the two hot young offensive coordinators, y'all. They didn't move the goalpost. They didn't move it. Leslie Frazier ain't young, man. Slow down. Leslie Frazier's out the playoffs. Hey, that is moving. Let me do my show. What's up, Frank White? These guys are hot young offensive coordinators and led their team to the Super Bowl, yet it does not bear them any fruit. Woo! Chiquetta, hey, y'all stick a point in what Chiquetta just said. Chiquetta, I just put you on the screen. Y'all, look what she said. Y'all remember what she said. I'm getting to that. Yet we see somebody like Dan Campbell, who has been on a special team coach, the tight ends coach, not offensive coordinator, gets the job at Detroit. The coach with the Eagles, he showed up to a press conference without a suit on. He looked like he was going on vacation to a press conference. He didn't call plays either. We have a unique situation, y'all. And I got to share it with y'all, because ain't nobody else going to share it. I know you ain't. I know. Byron Leftwich got a great year. Y'all got to hear me on this one. Byron Leftwich got a great year out of a 43-year-old quarterback, Tom Brady, who Bill Belichick thought was washed up, and said, man, get him out of there. Y'all got to remember that. Tom Brady took a lot of pay cuts. He took a lot of pay cuts to just to get other players during his years. You know, everybody was kidding about talking about, well, he can take a pay cut because his wife makes so much money. No, it ain't got nothing to do with what his wife make. What's up, Keith Fobb? Man, I've been missing you. Come on. I'm talking about Eric Bieniemy. I'm talking about Byron Leftwich, because ain't nobody else going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Somebody has got to threat. Chiquetta, what you said a minute ago, let me put it back up there. Chiquetta, I had it in my notes, Chiquetta. She said, if those assistant coaches aren't willing to take a stance, if the players aren't, how can you change? Chiquetta, thank you, sweetie. Guess what got to happen? Guess what got to happen again? Somebody's got to threaten the NFL with a lawsuit. Because guess what? I'm finna give you a little history. Just like Johnny Cochran threatened to sue them a long time ago, that's why that Rooney Rule was implemented. Y'all forgot about that one. Chiquetta, look up the Rooney Rule. All the Rooney Rule states is whenever there's an opening at because they weren't hiring black people. So the Rooney Rule states that whenever the opening comes, you have to interview a black candidate. That's why the black candidate, they're bringing a Leslie Frazier. They're bringing him. They've been bringing him. This is just, tokenism. That was the Rooney Rule. Any higher position, GM, they have to give them. Johnny Cochran was about to sue that. See, but guess what happened? We ain't got no more Johnny Cochran's. Where is our Johnny Cochran? The players won't take. Yeah, you know what? We got people right now about to try to. You got Brett Favre and Dick Vermeer with their old white ass turning against Deshaun Watson right now. Y'all hear me? Go look it up. Dick Vermeer, Brett Favre, they talk about Deshaun right now. Y'all, let me tell you something. And the reason I look at this thing, and the reason I like to see these guys in position, like Eric Bieniemy and all of these guys, because you have in life, I've learned, you have to have a balanced perspective. When you have different people in leadership, different people, it's important for kids to see the images of success at every level. We have to see, our kids need to see the images of success at every level. Happy birthday, y'all, to Rosa Parks. We appreciate your work in the movement by not only refusing to give up your seat and sparking the civil rights movement, but also your work fighting against sexual violence and protecting Black women. Today, we celebrate you for your work and legacy, Rosa Parks. On this day, y'all, in 2007, Tony John Dungy became the first Black coach to win the Super Bowl, beating Lovie Smith of the Bears, two Black quarterbacks. Dungy and Dudley were the first Black head coaches in the 41-year history in the Super Bowl, Both of them in the Super Bowl. And I know it's so easy for us to forget, but I'm going to take a quick break, man, and wait on Jimmy. I think Jimmy's still at the hospital. Something's going on. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out soon. But I just wanted to share that with y'all because I haven't had a chance to talk about this stuff that's going on with it's a milestone. We got the guys that's calling the shot callers in this Super Bowl. They Black. These guys, the players respect them. They're leaders of men, and I know, and Michael Jordan, we're not axing nobody. We just saying. I just found out in business, I'm just gonna hire the best person, but y'all got to realize, man, 32 of these guys, they out on their yachts right now. They ain't dealing with COVID. They out on their yachts. And they so, and I understand, but I don't like to bash the NFL as much because, I've been in a position, I've done business with the NFL. NFL, if you go look it up, NFL produces more Black millionaires than any other American industry. That's why I never boycotted it. I'll repeat that. They make more Black millionaires than Apple. They make more Black millionaires than Walmart, than any other American industry. The NFL, they make a lot of Black millionaires. So it's hard for me to boycott it. But then I'm boycotting some of these guys getting generational wealth. uh, and doing positive things in our community, and I want to stop them from getting that money. It just didn't say. I don't like the NFL. I don't like all of that. But yeah, it's not sad. It's just the way it is. We don't own Apple, but guess what? All around my office, I got Apple products. I'm smart enough to have stock in it, Apple. But I mean, we just, man, we were behind. That's why I always tell y'all to support stuff that's black. There's no way this shouldn't be the top show in the country. It's all black. Some people, I don't like Robert. Some people, I don't like Jimmy. Some people, I don't like. But guess what? Someday it might be your sons in this position. Someday it might be your grandson in this position. We got to support it, man. We got to support it. I didn't even hook up my. Hold up, let me plug up my laptops. Yeah, we got to support it, y'all. See, we looking at the NBA and the NFL. Let's look right here. Let's look at what we can do right here in Houston. Okay? Let's look at what we can do right here. Okay, Chop Shop. We'll be back. Let me see what I want to play today first. Be back in a minute.
Say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hadd, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. It seems to be somebody on this Facebook feed but it's not on my feed. Y'all see it. I don't see it, so there's no way I can block it because it's not on my main feed for some reason. So I can't block them right now until I see one that pops up with them. I don't know who they are, but y'all handle them. Y'all handle them. Y'all handle them. But that night is so special to me. That's the last night. That's the last night Martin Luther King was living. I mean, that's the last night he was alive. And it happened. He got assassinated in my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. And I'll never forget, I couldn't play the other part. He was, that particular day, he was telling people about boycotting. He said, look here, man, if y'all can't, if y'all ain't gonna listen to us, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna buy Siltex test milk. Siltex milk is the milk I grew up on. We're not gonna buy Hart's bread. That's the bread and Wonder Bread. Those are the breads that we bought. We're not gonna. So he was having an economic impact. He was all right when he was just cool, but when we try to do something to have an economic impact on our society and our community, people don't like that, because if they feel if we get more, that means they won't get more. And so that's why I always talk about the collective, man. And I want to share some with y'all, because this young girl is my entire mood. The reason I was so happy today when I came on the show is this little young girl right here, man, that's just, let me please, I know I put it up here somewhere. Come on, Robert. Oh, yeah. Time Magazine. Put my young girl up there, Amanda Gorman. I was thinking about it. Let me show you something. The Time tweeted out. They said, Amanda Gorman tells Michelle Obama, I'm learning that I'm not lightning. Y'all got to hear this. Stop whatever you're doing. Forget that clown that's on the Facebook feed. Forget them. Don't pay attention to me. Look at me now. This young girl right here. Pay attention to her. Amanda Gorman. See, our problem is we focus on the unimportant shit. Watch this. This could have been Jess McKee's daughter. This could have been Peter's sister. This could have been Rick Wilmore's daughter. This could have been Corey Henderson's daughter. This could have been Keith Fobb's daughter. See, sometimes y'all just look at other people, but I'm like that in that movie. Close your eyes and imagine it was your daughter that I put on this damn screen. You know how they do when I play a video of their daughter, everybody, they want to talk about it then. Imagine this. She told Michelle Obama, I'm learning that I'm not lightning that strikes once. I'm a hurricane that comes every single year, and you can expect to see me soon and again soon. Did y'all hear what this little 22-year-old girl said? You remember I came on the show and told you, she said, because the lady asked, well, how did you come up with this poem? Did you see the George Floyd things? Did you see the stuff that's happening in insurrection? How did you come up with this speech? She said, I don't write visually. I take words. I looked at the tweets and I looked at the words that people were saying, and the words came alive to me. Oh, y'all got the reason I remember that little girl said, visuals, that's just not me. I see a word and bring that to life. And she said, I'm learning that I'm not lightning that strikes once. She said, I'm a hurricane. I come every year. Let me tell y'all something. Her poetry is art, therapy, and education for a nation hungry on all three levels. She will be inspiring us for years to come. I had to share that with y'all, man. Had to share that with y'all because a lot of us ain't. I know she just came on inauguration. Some of us have not, but I've been watching this girl. The moves she making. Morgan State. The president of Morgan State offered her a job the next day. It's in my notes. I should have told y'all, but we get to going on the show. But Morgan State offered this young lady a job over the portrait department, whatever the department is. Unbelievable the things that we're doing in this community, and a lot of people. I want to flip the script. I want to go back to black coaches a little bit. Todd Bowles, I hadn't talked about him much. He is the head. He's the defensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Y'all got to understand, Bruce Arians, when he got hired for that job, Bruce Arians had got real sick. He had hypertension. He got real sick, and he stepped away from the game, and he came back, and Tampa Bay hired him. And he the one had all these black people around him, right? Hey, Yvette, he had Todd Bowles. He had Byron Leftwich. So Todd Bowles, I learned some interesting things about him. They interviewing everybody. Yesterday was the last day you can interview. Today, on to the Super Bowl is strictly business. No more interviewing the players or the coaches. So that media time is over for the Super Bowl teams. And but they talked to Todd Bowles yesterday. Y'all check this out. I don't know, some of y'all might have known it, but I didn't know this. But check this out.
I had a ton of athletes. They were great athletes. And Doug made me like the punishment guy. So I was not from Louisiana. So Doug said, you guys can go home. You're off on Friday. I said, where am I go? I'm from New Jersey. You gotta tell me ahead of time so I can get a ticket. So I did a bunch of odd jobs. I drove the Deltas to a stepping convention. I was like security at a juvenile concert where Master P and them came up.
What?
Wow. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of things.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, no. You were security at a juvenile Master P concert?
It was one of the best times I ever had.
Oh my God. How old were you?
I had to be about 34, 35, maybe.
And you were cutting up, weren't you?
I had to learn the music first, and then what am I listening to?
Yes. Preach.
In the band,
you and Jim would have been the same way.
Stand up at the basketball game. Oh my!
Did y'all see that? Y'all got a chance to know who? I never knew that. Y'all think about that. I mean, I think he was working for Doug Williams at Grambling. I think that's what he said to Doug. And Doug talking about you can go back home or something. He said, man, I live in New York, man. I can't go all the way back up there on the last minute. And he said he just did a whole lot of that's amazing to me. But that's the guy. You see his personality. He used to coach the Jets, and the Jets were losing, and they fired him. And guess what? Next year, and I'm gonna tell y'all too. In Eric Bieniemy's defense, Eric Bieniemy he didn't want none of these jobs. He didn't want the Texans job. Y'all think about the Texans. I'm gonna talk about them a little bit. This job was so bad, everybody turned them down. They had to hire a 67-year-old man who ain't never been 27 years in the NFL and ain't never had a job, head job. Let me let that sink in now. They hired a 67-year-old man. Nothing against Mr. Culley, David Culley, nothing against him. I'm talking about this in-depth franchise. This guy ain't never got a job in 27 years as a head coach. Everybody else turned him down, the Texans down. And this guy's in this spot. So, but just a unique thing, man. I just wanted to give y'all some tidbits on Todd Bowles. And then I looked at CBS, CBS Network. That's the network that we had a guest on the show. He was he part of CBS Network. Stuff popping up on my screen, y'all. Hold up, let me get that out of the way. And let me just read this press conference to y'all, because I don't know if y'all knew this, because some things we missed, we have to go back and find. But Black History Month runs all through February, and the television is taking a part in celebrating Black voices, and series across film, television, politics, sports, and CBS Sports will keep up the momentum year-round by airing these conversations from Black members of the networks. They got a Black steering committee that I think our guest talked about that the last time. In addition to the specials on legendary quarterback Doug Williams, so all you Grambling fans, and HBCU star Earl of Pearl Monroe. Then they're gonna take a more classical look at the historic channel, talk about the Tuskegee Airmen. Robin Roberts is gonna document that one. Then they're gonna YouTube gonna do a full circle with this Black Renaissance. I want to see that one, especially by showcasing artists of the past and the present. Just all Black History Month stuff I'm just sharing with y'all right now. I'm gonna give y'all a little list. They January 31st, which already passed, they got some called "We Need to Talk to Doug Williams." Okay, so Leslie Visser gonna sit down and talk to him. That was so February the 1st is past due. I should have gave y'all to this a while back, but we can go back and find it. It's called Celebrating Black Stories. They're talking about the many history lessons featuring Josh Gibson, the former Hall of Fame catcher. William Edward White, thought to be the first ever Black player in Major League Baseball. I never know that. I thought Jackie Robinson would. Alice Coachman, first Black female Olympic gold medalist. And Lucy Diggs Slow, first Black woman to win a national title in any sports. And then, like I said, they're going to talk about the Tuskegee Airmen on February the 10th on the History Channel. So if you find that one, let's see, Big House. Talking about Big House games, I think they're talking about Big House. The Pearl and the Triumph of Winston-Salem State, Stephen A. School, Winston-Salem State. Guess what, y'all? It's February 11th on CBS Sports, narrated by whom? NBA All-Star Chris Paul. This documentary uncovers how Earl the Pearl Monroe helped ease racial tensions. I didn't know this. In North Carolina town, all in the name of basketball. I didn't know that. Check this out, y'all. Did y'all know this man, Earl the Pearl Monroe? Some of y'all young and don't know, but if you're a basketball historian, you got to know about Pearl. He averaged 41 points a game. Let me give me a little water on that one. College, 41 points a game. 41 points a game, y'all. Hold on. His greatness helped Winston-Salem State become the first HBCU to win an NCAA championship in any sport. Give me your breadcrumbs. Go find out about, hey, Yvette, you're too young. I'm too young. Yvette, go look up Earl the Pearl. I just told you average 41.3. Okay? 41.5. Okay? Check. That man said he loved that water. Thank you, baby. I just like water. Hold on. I got something else for y'all. Hold on. BookTube. Hold up. This new one. February the 20th. BookTube. February the 25th. I'm not the newest episode of YouTube's book series. I didn't know about BookTube. See, y'all, I didn't know. Check this out. It featured a series featuring Alicia Garza, the principal at Black Futures Lab and co-founder of the Black Lives Matter Global Network. She'll discuss her book, The Purpose of Power, how we can come together When We Fall Apart. I got to find that one out. Okay, so I didn't know. Y'all, why didn't y'all tell me that YouTube had something called the BookTube? Then we got the Black Renaissance going to be on YouTube February 26th. I'm just giving you some stuff. They say the special creators, they're going to have Black creators, artists, writers, history makers who have shaped our nation's history and will go to reimagine our future. The celebrations include Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Jason Reynolds, Killer Mike, what is his name? D-Nice, y'all, this stuff crazy. The Kid Memo, Jamel Hill, and more. Yeah, but it's just so great. What time I'm looking at the time because we got guests coming in, but Jimmy's supposed to interview the guest. But I'm gonna take another quick break. I want to see what was supposed to happen because he called for this thing, but I think they're having some stuff at the hospital. So let me get a little let me see what I call housekeeping done. Let me find me something that I can share with y'all, and we'll go from there. Hold up. I got something for you now. Hold up. I can't play that one no more. Y'all got to realize some stuff that I can't play on here because they always mess with us a little bit after. Let me play this. Let me play this right here. Let's go.
From an ESPN Films documentary that our own Chine Ogumake is executive producing.
We had a situation where there was an owner of the Atlanta team who spoke out about us not wanting to support Black Lives Matter and really pinning it to the political organization. And clearly, that is not what this is about. This is about Black Lives Mattering, period. So what can we do to kind of, just like defend ourselves in a way, stand up for ourselves, but be strategic about it? And that's when we discovered Reverend Warnock. How can we get some t-shirts made that say vote Warnock? Like, would this be a good idea? And everyone was like, yeah, let's do it.
We felt a big burden as the Dream players to say something and do something. The pressure was on us. But then it's like, wait, we have like our sisters behind us, Like we might be competitors on the court, but when it comes to stuff like this, like we're on the same team.
This is a candidate who we like, who is aligned with us, and if he's able to win that Senate seat and we can get his name out and we can get people in Georgia voting for him and he's in the Senate, then we know who's not.
Okay, so she's a two-time WNBA All-Star, has a radio show, now has a podcast, now you're an executive producer.
A lot of hats.
I don't even know if you're 30 yet. Chine Ogumake, my girl, it is so great to see you. And as a woman, I am so proud of you. So go on with your bad self. But talk to me about this specifically. What compelled the WNBA players to publicly support Senator-elect Warnock over Loeffler?
First of all, thanks for having me. Glad to be a part of the radio family with Max, Big Sis Molly, Stephen A. I love Stephen A.'s world, and I think this story is super important, especially this week, given the scenario that we're facing. But, when it came to what the WNBA players were doing, it always takes me back to what my mom has told me. Tiny drops of water make a mighty ocean. Well, the WNBA players have been doing the work consistently, day by day, especially the last few seasons. And now people are seeing the vast nature of that work coming together. The players were one of the major ripple effects of their activism can be shown through a senator now, as you mentioned, and also shown through some T-shirts.
From an ESPN...
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. We got special guests coming up soon. I just got the instructions. I understand what's going on. I got it. We're good. But right before we got these guests coming on, we got breaking news. Some of y'all probably already know. And we're We got breaking news in the grassroots sector. We got Deshaun Watson news. I mean, we could talk about. Did y'all see what happened? The people coming on talking about Deshaun Watson and that stuff. And I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, if y'all wanted to comment on it, but a shout out to y'all to Jesse Washington. Jesse Washington was a guest on this show before, and he said some. You know, he wrote the book. He helped write the book. I Came as a Shadow, and I saw some the other day. He tweeted. He said, doing his research for John Thompson's book, I Came as a Shadow, Patrick Ewing said that when he announced Georgetown in a press conference in Boston, half the room walked out. I remember now, back in the 80s. He was from the Boston area, Cambridge area, when he announced that he was going to Georgetown. Half the room walked out. Then the Boston Globe did a hit piece, all but saying Ewing wasn't even academically qualified to go to Georgetown. This with the press, this the power of how we see each other and how other people see us. And I hope I didn't have to break that all the way down. Boston area, Boston Globe, Cambridge, Massachusetts is a suburb. That's where Patrick Ewing went to high school. He chose to go to Georgetown, and at the press conference, half the room walked out. Half the room walked out. But let me share a little bit. Hey, where Mindy is? Mindy's still with me. Y'all, let's make sure Mindy all right. I'm gonna go around the NBA. Y'all see where the Chiefs, they had a barber that did y'all see that? The Chiefs had a barber that was in line, waiting 20 guys in line. And y'all help me out with this one, Darryl Barnes and Rick. Y'all help me out with this one. You got one guy that I guess was supposed to be safe to do 20 guys. Patrick Mahomes was down at the end, okay? Check this out. I don't know. What happened? What happened to the comments, Freight? So let me show you something. He said something happened to the Facebook's comments. I don't know. Y'all, I don't, they're gone? Wow. But hold up. Check this out. Oh, y'all, hey, man, y'all pick this stuff up here, and I lost my train of thought. Hold on, let me get back. Let me get back to my train of thought. Oh, it was on the screen. So it was the Kansas City Chiefs. They were having a barber, so the barber was supposed to get tested. The barber was supposed to be tested. Oh, something happened, but only 2 people got. Come on, Darryl Barnes, will you let me tell the damn story? Please, sir. I got it. I got it. I got it. So it was a line of people. So 2 guys get a haircut. But the key thing is, it's the key thing. They tested the guy because the NFL got protocols in place. You have to get tested to cut an NFL player's hair. But while he was cutting, I guess he cut one hair, then he halfway through the second guy's hair. Thank you, Darryl Barnes. And the test came back positive. The test came back positive. So I don't know. Hold up. They keep saying, oh, so I don't know what happened to Facebook. So it put the team in jeopardy. 2 of the guys are in jeopardy. Now, hey, y'all, that's why I always tell y'all to always get on YouTube too. Y'all got to realize We don't own Facebook. You don't own Facebook. Oh, but guess what, y'all? It's 1 o'clock, and my guests are here. I see them in the green room, and as I was trying to wait till they got here, they're here. I'm about to bring y'all in, so y'all sit on down there. Y'all look who I got on the Chop Shop. Jimmy set this up, but I don't care. I want to talk to these guys anyway. But let me tell y'all something. We got two legends in this community. That one with that Kings shirt on, he's something else. He watched the show period. Wait a minute. Aaron Fox and Michael LeBron, man, welcome to the Chop Shop. We gonna figure out, hold up, I'm gonna put it the big way. Hold on, Mike, hold up, Mike. I'm gonna help you out. Watch this. I'm gonna put it where both you see how I did it, Mike. hey, Big Fox, do me a favor. Hey, Mike, it's a little icon up at the top right, little red button or something. If you push on that, you kick that button, Mike, on your screen, you'll be able to see the comments. Okay? I don't know if you can see it. You'll be able to see the comments. Yeah, okay. So what's so unique, man? I get a text, right? I'm gonna tell you what the text. I get a text. I mean, this history, right? That's Black history right there on the screen right here. I get a text from Jimmy. And, this is what I love about this show. When you're in positions of power and you can do whatever you want to, he can call me at the last minute and said, Aaron Fox and Michael LeBlanc you said that dog, leave that dog alone, don't mess with him, let him bark. They got an announcement that they are joining forces for Team Fox, which will compete in the EYB plus talk recruiting and their journeys as players and hoop dads. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit back. I don't know which one. I don't know who I want to go first because both of y'all have unique stories. I mean, I remember the first time I saw him, saw Big Fox. We was at a restaurant out of town. It's a long time ago. I was on another team. His kid, they were playing with Rashard Lewis' team. Aaron was a young fella. Long time ago. But gentlemen, man, I am so proud to have y'all. I know y'all see the show sometime, but to have y'all and talk about this, I don't know. Jimmy is the high school basketball guru. So I let him, this is wheelhouse. But since he ain't here today, I am about to work this thing with y'all. So y'all, let's talk about the merger. I'm gonna talk about the synergy, and people who don't know what synergy means. Synergy means when you get, let's say, Aaron is a 2, Michael's a 2. But when they get together, they make 5 better. They don't just make 4. The sum is greater than the parts. And that's what I think. I know y'all I don't know how long it took y'all to think about this, but I know 2 great basketball minds. I sit there and with Fox at a game and watch how he analyzes every game. And his son ain't playing, but he analyzes every damn thing that's going on the floor, especially if Cy Lake's playing. So, but gentlemen, talk to me. Welcome to the Chop Shop. Well, talk to me, man. Talk to us. What we got?
Hey, we appreciate you having us first and foremost. I think I speak for me and Mr. Fox. We're big fans of the show, especially for sports lovers, basketball guys, and Houston guys. We're Houston guys ourselves. So, in keeping with kind of the initiative you've already been on today, Black-owned businesses, Black-owned organizations, collaborations, collaborative efforts. That's what this is really about today. We're going to talk a little bit, about who we are as people, but more importantly, why we're coming together and what we're trying to do to help the community and help give back.
Okay.
So that's really, why we're here today.
Fox. What? Fox, out of all the guys in town, I know it's some people mad now. Man, how come he choose me? I mean, I know how we are. Yeah, listen to me. I love us. and I love the collective, but some of us just ain't gonna never get it, Fox. But it was some about Michael and some that he was doing. And Mike, even you usually be alone. You know, you doing your thing. And it was some about Fox that made y'all say, hey man, let's do this thing. Take me to where it happened at. Take me to where it happened. Fox.
At my house? Yeah, we were at Fox's house one day. You know, it was kind of casual. It wasn't nothing. I mean, honestly, it kind of was planned, but it was maybe, 10 years ago?
What?
Yeah. See, about 10 years ago. See.
Oh, so y'all keep talking. Tell me, man. Y'all talk to me. Y'all be scared? Hey, y'all know it's the Chop Shop, man. Listen to me. Hold up. Let's start this over. Fox, talk to me like when you and her kicking it in the garage. This is what we do. It's like we're in the barbershop, man. And hold up. And let me tell you something. And Fox, I ain't had a chance to say this in person. Man, let me tell you something. The first, when I knew, I'm glad to see you healthy, first of all, right? But that Herb Baker called and gave me an update on you, man, like every 4 hours. I mean, I got the text. Man, he here. He don't want it to he there. So let me tell you something. If I knew nothing else about y'all relationship, and I'm saying this man sit and kept me updated because I was concerned. I said, man, how's Fox? He said, hey, didn't he come back? Man, he don't want to do this. He don't want to do this. I mean, you was kind of acting bad at the hospital. Yeah, he told me. You weren't acting right. So, but man, I love seeing this. You know, I mean, maybe it was for Jimmy to be away so I can talk. Because this is the kind of stuff I've been talking about, Fox, on this show for 5 years. And I'm just glad to see it happen. Fox, y'all help me with this one, LeBlanc, you and Fox.
Yep.
About a few weeks ago, I made a statement because some people from around the country was calling me. You know, got people from Memphis, Miami, high school coaches and summer coaches. And we was talking about stuff, right? And guess what they said to me, Fox? They said, Hatter, what if the black high school coach and the black summer coach, what if they ever realized how much power they had together that they can put a black coach into the Final Four every year if they want to? They was talking about it. They said, listen, they had the power. Not to say they're going to do it, but they said, we got the power to send Leonard Hamilton, Juwan Howard, Mike Boynton, Penny Hardaway. We got the power collectively all over the nation to send one of them guys, at least one of them guys, to the Final Four every year. And do you know, Fox, I got some kickback about that? And from our own people that look like us? I'm listening. Mike, you can comment.
What you're saying right now is exactly, why we're sitting together.
Okay.
It's initiatives like this, collaboration. That's how we're gonna get this thing done. And it's no egos involved in this relationship. Okay. It's more so leaning on each other. Fox and I have been friends for more than a decade, and he's really mentored me with the relationship with my son. And I've known him since probably De'Aaron was in middle school.
Okay.
Been able to witness kind of the maturation process of De'Aaron. Mm-hmm. And it really helped me understand who Aaron was as a dad, as a mentor, as a coach. Mm-hmm. He plays so many roles.
Right.
So within that process, I really, was telling Fox earlier, there was a time period my son was kind of going through some things, AAU school-wise, and we were out in LA playing, and boom, all of a sudden, here's Aaron. And it's the same Aaron Fox that, you know, is in Houston and Cypress. It's the same Aaron Fox that's in Fifth Ward. It's the same person. And I mean, he doesn't, you know, really know what that weekend did for us. But being around, having that constant reinforcement, having someone who's been through it, been there, you know, it was really a blessing in disguise for us. So, you know, as Fox and I started talking about this thing, came back to Houston, been working with kids, building Performance Training Institute. By the way, shout out Ansu Cisse.
Yes.
You know, we've been doing some big things.
I heard about y'all over there. Keep going.
Group training, you know, probably 7 days a week, gym rats.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a natural connection between Aaron and I. You know, a guy who loves the game, who's passionate about the kids, you know, who you might think, okay, his son's in the NBA. Why is he in the gym worried about if they swinging the ball to the left and stuff like that? But that's where we connect, you know,
right.
with gym rats who love the game.
Right.
And, you know, once this thing came about and we talked about it a little bit, I was like, no, it's bigger than helping a friend. It's building a brand. It's building something that can really build a community. You know, the kids who look like us, the kids who don't look like us. Mr. Fox and his family has a platform. More importantly, the resources and connections to really help these kids.
Wow.
So it was a no-brainer for me, you know, being that I've done this thing with God first. I reached a certain plateau where, you know, I couldn't get through certain doors. I couldn't really get the kids opportunities. I had to get out of the way of that. You know, it's about the kids at the end of the day. But when Aaron said, hey, I got the platform, I got the backing, we got the sponsorship from the brand, Nike's behind us, I said, whoa, it's meant to be. And I mean, you know, how can I not, you know, as you speak about his health conditions and the other things.
Yeah.
He's a blessing, you know, a walking blessing, and a guy who's a resource, you know, not just someone you can talk about who's been through it, but someone who's actually in touch and cares. So it was a no-brainer for me. It would be remiss not to work with Mr. Fox and try to help build his brand.
You know what's so unique? And I talk to my partners and people, friends around me. One of my biggest regrets. We were in a meeting one time, and I said it out loud. I said, one of my biggest regrets, I didn't get a chance to know him. Long time ago when I saw him and met him, saw him in that restaurant. And because I was with another, with programs, and this is why we got to stop. My son was playing for another program. So how I am, Aaron, I just don't go bother people at other programs. You know how if we should, and I should have, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? This stuff is more about life. This stuff is more about life than it is these kids playing basketball. And because he was with another program, and these people over here, because they'll try to steal your son and you go, that kind of stuff, Aaron. That's the kind of stuff I had to go through navigating these summer basketball waters. And I hate that and that's why I tell everybody on this show, don't y'all let nobody out here pick y'all damn friends. Please don't let nobody tell you who not to be around. Take it from Robert Hatter. Because I wish I had met that man and been over to the house. You see how LeBlanc had been over to the house and Herb had been over to the house. I should have been at the house. So I'll take that. Let me tell you something. Boy, I'll take that $200 million loss. But let me tell you something, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the things that you're doing. And I'm just hearing Mike talk about it. You ain't said much, but just hearing Mike talk about just how organic this thing was. And I had some notes, y'all, to ask y'all about. He said something about, Jimmy said something about, talk about recruiting, dads. Y'all got two different recruiting spectrums. Yeah, we got people out here, Fox, that's gonna have to go to YouTube. They own Facebook, but Facebook won't let them comment. So they're gonna have to take their butt over to YouTube. That's why I got two platforms. Fox, I got tired of Facebook holding me hostage. So I said, okay, I'm gonna put YouTube over there with you. You know how you know when we were young, girl trying to talk crazy. Okay, I go get Beyonce over here. Your ass gonna act right then. You follow me? So, but Fox, man, y'all had two distinctively different recruiting processes that can help these parents.
Sure.
Fox, I'm gonna start with you because man, let me tell you something. I'm still mad, because I get to know you. I got to tell you that. But Fox, tell me what happened. Tell me how the recruiting process for your son, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you when they start calling me Fox. Y'all, I ain't never told this story. My phone rang 1,000,000 times at the time that young fella hit that 50 points, right? See, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't in the gym when he hit the 50. But the next damn game, I was right there front center. You can rest assured. The next exact same game. So, Fox, talk to me, man. A lot of stuff changed after that 51. What happened, man?
Everything. Up here from there. It was a blessing.
It was a blessing.
Everything else, man, it was good.
How was the recruiting process? Who did he ever? I know Kentucky was there, but did he think about anybody else?
Kansas. Baylor. LSU.
No Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell the truth. We're on the Chop Shop now. If you want me to edit it out, I'll push a button. I got the controls over here. But Kansas. So he thought about, what did he like about Kansas? You remember?
The coach sold himself to him. You know what I'm saying?
Coach Self. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move over to Mike, because all y'all got to do is you just go read the De'Aaron Fox story, and you probably. but
he's still writing it, Heather.
Yeah, and guess what? It's all right to have different volumes. You know how the encyclopedia have one volume, then you keep going to the next one, and that's right, we don't have encyclopedias no more. That's right, we got Wikipedia. But Mike, tell me about because your recruiting process is still going on, right?
Yeah, with my son it is.
Yeah, with your son. Yeah.
So I had the reason why I can kind of relate to Big Fox.
Okay.
My recruiting process personally was kind of similar to De'Aaron's. So, I built a lot of relationships through that. Thank God I wasn't a jerk to anyone. Okay. Even though I couldn't go to every university, like I said, I built relationships. Those relationships have kind of now multiplied with me playing against so many players throughout a career, to where now a lot of my teammates, a lot of the guys who are opponents, they're coaches. So, it puts me in a different arena now. I have, relationships with guys that are, decades plus. So, from a recruiting standpoint, moving forward with my son, he's had a totally different recruiting process than De'Aaron. But, everyone has different processes.
Yes.
Like you guys say on the Chop Shop, all eggs don't hatch on the same day.
Yeah, I like what you've been watching. Keep on talking.
Shout out to my boy Jim Hicks. You already know we pay attention.
Yeah.
But currently right now, my son's at Brewster Academy. He's getting recruited by a different array of schools than before. But more importantly, he's getting the opportunity to mature away from home, get experience in prep school. That's like none other. Great academics, great basketball. He's secluded. So it's really just about development as a young man and getting better each day. So from a recruiting standpoint, don't want to really be revealed too much. Not here for that.
Yeah.
It's more about this relationship.
Okay.
But he's doing well, man. He's doing well. Just working hard to get better every day. And Fox and I are kind of on that same tread. We know that we've been through it, and it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. But we've been at the different points in that marathon to kind of help people through it. And now with the new foreign partnership, we have resources, relationships, connections, and we have some pretty strong people who are going to be working with us. You know, I don't want to reveal too much.
Okay. Yeah, don't
You
tell
know,
too much. Yeah. Let them see.
but
Yeah.
it gives people another avenue, so to speak. You know, you have a guy who's been through it. You know, been with other organizations or brands, and his sons might be the most historic from some of those brands. You know, he
Right.
might be the
Right.
poster child for those brands.
Mm-hmm.
So he brings a different perspective. You know, he's seen top of the line, had things, you know, some people may have not had done for him. And then, you know, we're kind of at a different spectrum of that. So we know the full scale thing. And if you really look at things, I played for a brand coming through high school. My kid played for a brand coming through high school. Fox son played for a brand coming through high school, but it's a reason why we're together and we're doing something different.
I'm so proud of y'all, man. And what's the first step? I mean, because the EYB, those are, well, tell me, have y'all got the rules? Because this gym is wheelhouse, man. You know, what is the it's the elite youth basketball. Tell me, what does that tell? Because I know it's EYBL, but it's EYB. What did that tell, Mike? Tell me what you've learned about the EYB, and you can tell the people. You gotta understand, it's some people gonna want after this show today. Make sure y'all people know how to get in touch with y'all. But after people gonna be, they're gonna be curious about this situation. We got young kids that's coming up, man. This what this platform is about. It's about saying, hey, we're here. We're here to help. And how would you do it different? I'll put it like this, Mike. I remember your son played for the Hoops. How would you do it different from another program? Is that a fair question?
I mean, you know, I'm not into bashing. You know, it's not.
No. How would you do it different? Not that just talk about what you would do. Don't talk about what they didn't do. Just talk about what you would do.
From a personal perspective,
and a business.
We wanted to create.
My son.
We wanted to create another lane.
Yeah.
We wanted to create another avenue, header, and we kind of sharing that. Your son played for the Hoops as well.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, not to speak on brands, but you know, we're giving parents an alternative, another way of doing things, another perspective of doing things. And as I talk about that, what we're doing differently, we're about development full scale. We're about, you know, multiple practices a week, developmental training day. You know, Aaron just learned this right now. I'm opening a training facility, 24/7 access, everything under one roof. PTI Houston, you know, working with Ansu Cisse, who's SEC Player of the Year. Yeah. You know, we have some pro guys, knowledgeable guys who are player development specialists involved with our organization. And when we talk about, you know, what is Team Fox going to stand for? We're part of the Made Hoops brand at the middle school level. What is Made Hoops? Maximizing athletes' development and exposure, hand in hand with Team Fox. We want to maximize the athletes in our communities' development and exposure. And what do I mean by that? Team development, individual development. You know, if a kid needs to get better at shooting, we have something for that. If a kid needs to get better at dribbling, we have something for that. We can put them in adverse situations where they're going against pros all the way down, you know, to building them organically. Like you said, this thing is going to be vertically integrated. You know, we have a blueprint, so to speak, and it's one of the best blueprints in the city.
Sound like to me is the best. You said one, and I know you're trying to be modest, but what are you're saying something that I see is kind of unique. I see it's kind of unique. Ain't but one Aaron Fox.
It started at sixth grade, from sixth grade up.
So y'all really are thinking about developing young players then, from the sixth grade on up. Mike, who gonna develop them? Because when I told you about the meeting I was had about with my guys, who gonna talk to these kids about, let's say, the George Floyd situation? Because you remember, you just said they're gonna be there a lot. So if they're going to be around you a lot, have you got a situation that somebody can teach them how to understand, how to be later on in life, be civically engaged?
Yes, sir.
You know, you follow me, Mike? But so
Yes,
so
sir.
we don't have to, so they don't like Dr. J, Fox, Big Fox. Dr. J was 60-something years old. He said the first time he ever voted was this last election because he just didn't know. He didn't know how important it was. Nobody never explained it to him. And he's a polished, educated. In Fox, he never voted. But we spending all of these times with these kids teaching them basketball. Fox, with your platform and your power, we can have people teaching them other stuff. I mean, they ain't got to sit. I mean, Fox, you already know we're not getting it in school. It's a teacher told me the other day, Fox, that, y'all check this out, Michael. Teacher told me that one of her kids said Martin Luther King helped free the slaves. He just maybe that's what they told him in one of them other schools. Somebody told it to him.
I mean, but it extends beyond basketball. It's way bigger than basketball.
Okay.
We have a real holistic approach, and basketball is just a vehicle or the platform we're using to get kids to the next level. It's a student-athlete total development program. We'll have initiatives, whether it's SAT prepping, whether it's, talking to kids about the teen pregnancy rate, STD rates.
Okay.
We have both nonprofit organizations that focus on youth development. Okay. So, Fox has kind of told you a little bit about it. We're starting at the 6th grade level, and we want to build organically. We had a heck of a 8th grade team last year, number 5 in the country or something like that. And we're going to grow with them to be an E15. We're developing an 8th grade group, trying to develop a 7th grade and trying to develop a 6th grade. And each year, the plan is to just move up with them. So, when you're talking about student athlete development, we want to put it all in one house. And this is not just for Team Fox. With Performance Training Institute, I'll be working with other organizations. I'll be working with kids in general. Anyone with eyes can see what I'm about. I'm about helping the youth. But more importantly, there's different areas of help they need. They don't just need basketball training. They need, performance training. They need strength and conditioning. They need recovery sometimes. Sometimes it's just mentorship or advice. So, Big Fox gives me the platform to kind of work. He's the bully behind the scenes, but more importantly,
behind the scenes, keep going.
He's going to be hands-on, and you can see if you do your research. We were blessed to have De'Aaron, come to practices last year. We were blessed to have him show up and sit on the bench at junior NBA. So I think the more this train gets rolling, the more you'll see him around, but more importantly, we'll be able to make an impact in the community in various ways.
So from this date right here, let's mark this date, February the 4th. 5 years from now, where you want to be, where you want this program to be.
Shit, one of the largest program.
I mean, I think it makes sense. When you're talking building a brand, Aaron's son, is on the verge of becoming an NBA superstar. I think, within the next 3 to 5 years, God willing, he'll be on some type of all NBA team. God willing, he'll be an all-star. More importantly, I think he's on the first of many max deals to come, God willing. So, looking beyond that, I know what it means to Aaron and Lorraine to really build a brand and really do things the right way with his namesake. Like he said earlier, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
And to people who have blessings, we're blessed to be a blessing. So
yeah.
So,
and you bless others.
And bless others, but Aaron is such a good dude. And people don't know him, they misunderstand him. Some people may think he's crazy or whatever, but he wants to help other people, man. So it gives me now an opportunity, you know, to carry on my mission, carry on what I'm about, but more importantly, help build his son's brand and help build a family's brand, and you know, help a friend in need. So
That's
I know
unbelievable, man.
be able to empower other people. You know, he's so great about this. He doesn't micromanage anything. You know, he kind of empowers you. It ties right into what you were talking about with Black History Month,
Right.
us working together. You know, us supporting Black businesses, and you know, like I said, shout out again, my boy Ansu Cisse. We got our own facility coming right now. You know, we'll
Unbelievable.
still be renting out, you know, facilities and working around the city, but more importantly, we have our own home spot, but we'll have everything under one roof.
That's awesome,
So,
man.
you know, people who know about what I'm about, that ties into what Team Fox is doing. You know, it was a no-brainer for me. The development aspect ties hand in hand. Like I said, we'll be playing a national schedule with the middle school kids. He wants to put them on a platform. You know, more importantly, I think that's the way you go about doing this thing. You really put them in the grease, see where we need to, you know, get better in what aspects, come back, train, develop. We have spots to do it. You know, this guy here has gyms rented for practice a year in advance. Like
Wow.
nobody really knows how
Wow.
he's
Wow.
thinking
I mean,
about this thing.
wow. Wow. I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm looking at Fox, I'm looking at you. And you help me with this one, Mike. I've been seeing videos for the last, I don't know, of you and Ansu in the gym. I ain't going in no gym because I ain't been in, bless y'all a little hard. I ain't got no kids. I ain't going to no damn gym. I'm too old to be going to no gym right now. So, and Fox, I went in one time, Fox, I did. Fox, I had a whole surgical outfit on when I went to see somebody practice. One practice, I ain't been back since. But I see y'all kept working. And y'all kept working. So, and what was that about, Mike? That's just
Well,
you.
I mean, it's who we are, you know, and I can speak for Ansu because we one in the same. You know, I've known, just to talk about our relationship, I've known Ansu since single digits. You know, I was a Broadgate kid growing up in Mo City. He was a Chasewood kid. So when I was a young kid going to the park, Ansu was the one saying, "Nah, he on my team. He playing with us." And I mean,
No.
you know, just to fast forward on things like that, you know, I was supposed to go to Willow Ridge. You know, I went to straight Jesuit. People can do their research on what happened there, but we don't have to get into that.
Okay.
But you know, we're sitting at the SEC tournament one year in Atlanta, and Ansu is SEC Player of the Year at Ole Miss. I'm playing at Vanderbilt at the time, and we talked about these days. We gonna
You
get
played at Vanderbilt,
get to
Mike?
know. Yes, sir.
Keep
After
going.
UConn, I went to Vanderbilt.
Keep going, baby. Keep going. I love that.
But
Keep going.
anyway, we talked about these days, man. One day we're gonna get back to our community. I live in Mo City right now. You know, more importantly, you know, it was an opportunity for us now during the pandemic to kind of help some kids who might have been apprehensive about us beforehand. They got to really learn what we were about. You know, we were about the training, the development, you know, the helping out. We got kids who come from all over the city who work with us consistently, parents who support us. You know, shout out to all our parents, by the way. They're unbelievable. We got them coming from the Woodlands. We got them coming from Katy. We got them coming from League City, you know, and more importantly, they're consistent. So, you know, I know in Sue's heart, we got to be consistent with this thing. So, you know, just building that during the pandemic, the end time, you know, kind of leading up to struggling to get in gyms because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, we're always about safety.
Yeah.
But how do we really help these kids? You know better than me. Any given time, a kid's season may be canceled. They may be out for 2 to 3 weeks. How do we really keep some of these kids on point, keep them ready? It's been the training aspect. It's been the mentoring aspect because it's a mental thing, you know, as big as it is a physical thing. Some of these kids are going through some emotional roller coasters, you know, and for us, you know, it's therapeutic to be able to be in the gym, to be able to be in the weight room, Vertimaxing, or, you know, doing performance training, because I really get to build relationships with these kids that are, like I said, beyond basketball.
Wow. Man, y'all been reading my mail, man. I never thought it would help. I've been talking about this, and now I see it happening. And so now, Fox says something. I want to, because I want to get it clear to the people. So we're gonna start. We're gonna have a 6th grade team, 7.
The plan, I mean, for
How,
real, had it, the plan right now, tryouts. You know, we've been talking to some elite players in the
okay,
middle school level on
okay.
various, levels. We've been talking to elite parents, because we're really looking for good parents and good kids. It's
Wait a
going to
minute.
take a
Elite
village to
parents are
build
the
this.
parents of elite players. Elite
Well,
parents are the parents of elite players.
well, but a lot of times, it goes hand in hand. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay,
We have
that's why
we
I
have
asked
a
you that.
different outlet.
Okay.
Some people just want to go get kids when they're good, or go get them at the end when they're already a finished product. We look differently. We look like, we have training, we have development 7 days a week.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of run kind of like the volleyball programs. If you're not
Oh.
good at spiking, if you're not good at bumping, guess what? We got a coach for that. More importantly, we have a plan of action. It's not just a 1-year plan. It's a 3-year plan. It's a 5-year plan. So if your kids are coming into the Team Fox, Nike Team Fox organization,
Mm-hmm.
we don't just have backing and resources. We're not just traveling. We have practices. We have development. We have, a plan of action for your kid to become a better student athlete. So I think that's kind of how it was a no-brainer for Fox and I. Once I got an understanding of what he was doing, I was like, man, this goes hand in hand. And, us as a community, we don't always work well together.
Yeah.
But,
It's all right.
I know that this is a great opportunity to do that. And as I look around our city, our state, other people are doing that. People don't realize that, but that's why, certain cities and places are getting ahead. It's collaborative efforts.
Yeah. And Mike, a lot of people said our community don't work together. Yes, they do. We do. I gave them historical facts of how we work together. All of us don't work together. Let me tell you something. We ain't gonna get along with everybody now. Mike, everybody ain't gonna come along with this. Everybody ain't gonna be happy about this. Listen to me, Mike. Everybody is not gonna embrace this, but we're not worried about them. So what I'm seeing what y'all doing. So you saying, when is the trial? I want to know when y'all gonna say, okay, let's start, cause it's basketball season. Summer basketball season is right around the corner. Or do you have a major tryout? Or when is going? Do you have a date? When is this thing? I know the guys y'all already have. They know. But how do the Mindy Collins and everybody else, the Tiffany Sanders, how do her family and her son know what's gonna go? How do I want to be a part? I might want to be a part of Team Fox. How can I become a part of Team Fox?
Well, every Sunday we have workout.
Okay. What? Every Sunday?
Yeah.
We might not have it this Sunday.
I think due to Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, we have a Team Fox website. It's going to be redeveloped, revamped, coming soon.
Okay.
This thing is a pretty new partnership, but we're definitely going to have announcements. We'll have flyers coming out. We'll have, updates on the Twitter, on the Instagram, on all the various social media sites. So, I mean, we're going to definitely do this thing first class. If you know anything about the past, and we're not getting into that, but God first took care of business as far as on the court and off the court. So we're bringing that same aspect to Nike Team Fox. The partnership is one. We're looking for, like you said, individuals who want to join this platform and help us build it.
Yeah.
We want to build it organically, whether that's the right kids, the right adults, the right coaches, the right administrators for that part. It takes a lot to make this thing work the right way. We'll be traveling as a group. We may have 3 teams on the road at one time. We may have the 15 somewhere totally different part of the country. So, I mean, it's something that we want to take pride in. More importantly, we want to build it the right way, get the train moving. And, you already know what's going to happen as far as that.
Yeah. One key thing I love about a kid, I can take a kid in the 6th grade right now and put him in a program, because a lot of kids start out the 6th grade being daddy ball. Okay,
Yeah.
lot of kids. I mean, just a shit. I mean, that's the way it is. And now we have a place where you got guys like you and Ansu. When you say Ansu and yourself, and y'all gonna be there, I got a question. Would you ever, you and Ansu, would y'all ever deal with the sixth graders and being there and watching them and helping them, or would y'all
Of
train
course.
the coach? Oh, y'all, I'm just asking these questions that
I
people.
mean,
I'm a
I
parent.
can't speak. I can't speak on Ansu because he's not here, but I can speak
Okay.
on myself.
Uh-huh.
My plan, as far as I understand it, with Mr. Fox, not just coaching, not just training, not just development,
Uh-huh.
but it goes beyond that. It's mentorship. So I
Okay.
have to be there on the bench supporting. I have to be
Okay.
there,
In
at
practice.
times relieving the coaches. They're still kids. They
Gotcha.
need different voices, but they need a fist. Everybody going in the same direction. So I
Okay.
think that's what we're really looking for, guys we can empower, guys who we don't have to micromanage, but they have support. Whether it's a sixth grade, fifth grade game, I'm gonna be right there, had it cheering as if my son is out there shooting a three.
I got you. I
So,
like that. I like
it's
that.
a holistic development approach.
Uh-huh.
And I see one of the guys on here asking about schedule. So we talked a little bit about made hoops.
Right.
What
What's
does that
made
mean?
hoops?
We're
I
doing-
missed that. I don't. What's made hoops?
Made hoops is a Nike group. Shout out to my boy Chad Babel, by the way.
Okay.
It's a Nike group,
Uh-huh.
and they basically run the middle school and under EYBL, so to speak. So it's all the top
all over the
Nike
country
programs, middle schools teams. Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I told you. I'm
So basically, you know how the EYBL works.
Yeah.
The Nike teams meet in different locations.
Yes.
They play at sessions.
Yeah.
Basically, Made Hoops facilitates the same type of program for the middle school kids.
Oh.
So, for instance,
okay.
in a given pool play, we can be, Nike Team Fox can be playing Nike Pro Skills.
Okay.
We can be playing Team Takeover. We can
Okay.
be playing Oakland Soldiers.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it gives the kids an early glimpse of what it's going to look like at the high school level. You play the same kids going throughout it. So more importantly, like I said, putting them in the grease early.
Okay.
I saw with God First, some of those same kids we played at the middle school level, they're now playing at Duke. They're playing at Kentucky. They're playing, some in the NBA,
Okay.
So it really gives you an early glimpse of Generation Next.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Nike Team Fox and Mr. Fox's ability, we had those relationships.
Okay.
We're going to be hosting our own tournament down the line that'll have a lot of the top teams in the country. So we have some good things in the work. More importantly, like I said, this season at a middle school level,
Mm-hmm.
we'll travel to Arkansas, Dallas, Indianapolis, Orlando, Lexington, Kentucky, Augusta, Georgia, Las Vegas, Little Rock. So, you can see if you have a goal of your kid playing at the next level and being a student athlete, this is how it looks, Hatter. They still have to be able to do schoolwork. They still have to be able to interact socially.
Yeah.
They still have to be able to clean up at home and, be a good citizen at home. But guess what?
What?
You got to figure out how to travel and be successful on the road. That game better travel.
Especially at 9 o'clock game.
Oh, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock game. And then yeah.
So
a lot of kids.
we got a guy who's super experienced. I sit here and talk about him. We laugh about it. We taking up phones. We doing it. We running it like a college organization all the way down to the 6th grade level. So by the time your kid gets in that position and it's time to sign, it's no surprises. They're ready for it. And more importantly, they can go out and they can be successful.
I got something for both of y'all. Coach Woods, he said this right a minute ago. I'm looking at the comments. He said, build them up young and send them straight to Hightower, Coach Fox and Coach Mike. Send them straight to Hightower. But Tiffany Sanders asked, she said she just got back on. She's talking about where's the training? It's not this week. It's the training. Oh, Mike, how do I let's say I want my little Johnny. I ain't got no kids, but let's say I got somebody else's kid over my house on a weekend. How can I come over there? How can I get in the workout? Is it closed? Mr. Fox not gonna let me in? Fox, how can I get in the workout, man, on Sunday?
We open to anybody.
And on Sundays with Nike Team Fox, like I said, we're still looking.
Keep talking.
We're still looking for good players. We're still looking for good families. And I mean, it's an organization that's still growing and it's on the rise. So, you know, the easiest thing to do to get with the AAU organization is go straight through Mr. Fox. You know, he's hands-on. You know, more importantly, he's not someone who you can approach.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people may think, nah, you know, I can't talk to him like that. He's an approachable guy. You know, he's knowledgeable. He's charismatic. You know, more importantly, he's someone who wants to give advice. You know, so that's the easiest way to get organized.
I'm sorry, I just looked at my phone. I got his number in my phone. I didn't know I had. I got Coach number. Coach, I feel. Hey, I'm gonna pop my collar now, Coach. I got you. I didn't know it, Coach. I just looked. I got it. But Coach, I got a good question for both of y'all. Y'all got y'all,
Okay.
I think I got an idea. But I want Leah. Coach Leah said, "How does safe travel look with the COVID-19 thing? What type of protocols have y'all looked at for to have in place when the baby's traveling around?"
I mean, we're definitely following the trends of the NBA on down through the NCAA.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of our schedule is predicated on what's going on with COVID, obviously. You know, that goes without saying, but we require masks. You know, I've been in training sessions, Mr. Fox can attest, with gloves, with masks, you know, keeping social distancing. Maybe it's a pound instead of a high five. You know, and if anyone's not feeling like they need to, you know, we're following the guidelines. So, you know, more than anything, we want to be safe. You know, we want to have longevity with this thing. But at the same time, when there's an opportunity to get better, we don't want to just blame it on COVID. You know, there's precautions you can take.
Okay. You know what? The reason I said I knew it, soon right on cue, your wife put it right there on the screen, and I put it on the screen. She talking about the weekly saliva testing, disinfecting, and the temperature checks. I knew. That's why I said I knew she would be on that, man. I mean, it's just, is it anything? Anybody got, okay, hold up. John Thomas said, Team Fox yeah, we talked about it. Fox, you know we talked about your turkey drive on this show. You probably didn't know that. Huh? You know we talked about it. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Whenever you're doing something, Fox, I'm gonna show you how much influence you have. You have so much influence on Jimmy Hicks that, did y'all notice who was the first game on the high school game of the week on Q? Cy Lakes. Cy Lakes was the first game. That's how much influence that you have in this community. And he came on the show. He said, I have to look out for Coach O. I got to look out and make sure dude, this stuff, man. And what I would like to do right now, other programs, don't get jealous. Just get your weight up. Don't get mad. I mean, you see, that's our problem. You know, people didn't understand that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King didn't agree. But they both agreed they had an enemy, and they know who that damn enemy was. So in this situation right now, I would just like, and I said this, y'all don't realize, if y'all watch this show long enough, I just keep saying, man, the leadership, something has to happen in this community, in the grassroots community, because we've been doing it so messed up for so long. I think the leadership got to change. I just think we just got to get new blood in here and new people in here that's not to move the old guys out, but we just need to get new people in and new ideas. You know, you blessed enough to come in. You know, you blessed enough to have a guy like Fox. Guess what? Coach Henderson a few years ago, Coach Darrell Henderson, you know who that is, Coach. He was blessed enough. Coach, guess what he did? Guess how we met? Alan Branch brought me to dinner and brought Coach Henderson with him. Coach Henderson had his laptop. I'll never forget it, Coach. He had his laptop. I'm thinking about y'all two right now. He had his laptop. He said, man, I got this. I want to do this with these players. I want to do this with this player. The name of it is Franchise All-Stars. I want to do this. He said, Coach, he said, Mr. Hatter, and I ain't ashamed to say, I got all these dreams. I got all this stuff on this computer. I just don't have the resources. Fox, I sit there and looked at those. Looked at him. I said, do me a favor. I like the guy because the guy came out and said, man, look here, man. You know how everybody, man, I got. He said, Coach, I just don't have the resources to implement it. You know what I told him, Fox? I said, this is what you do. Go get your schedule. Go find out where you want to go. That's what I told him, LeBlanc. Go find out where you want to go. Tell me who the kids are. Find out who your kids are.
You sound like your combo.
I said, and you ain't got to, don't worry about the money. I got it. Fox, he know it. Alan Brandt sitting right there. I know he said, just, Fox, I ain't crazy. See, Fox, unlike you, Fox, I had a son coming up, Fox. Fox, hey, I could sit up here and tell y'all, I was just being, Mr. Burnett. No, I had a son. I wanted planted seeds where my son can be because I didn't want my son have to go beg the Houston Hoops to play on their team. I didn't want him to have to beg. That's why I did it, y'all. I told him to go find me a schedule, and you ain't got to. What's up, dog? No, he cool. Hey, Fox, I told him, you ain't got to worry about nothing. And Fox, guess what? The franchise all-stars for 3 or 4 years when I backed them. You know, check this. Hold on, Fox. I spent all this money on this program, and guess what my son do? Dad, I like your team, but man, the EYBL got some tennis shoes that you can't buy them. I got to earn them. Fox, I said, now this man and put me in a position. Now I got to go over here and talk to these folks that I didn't want to talk to. But guess what? I came operating from a position of power. You know how you said you build the resources, you build a relationship. All I told him is, you know how they don't like to practice. You know how them teams like that don't like to practice. I said, hold a practice one day and watch what happened. And the rest is history. He wound up playing with that team on the Houston. After that one practice, you know how they go out to the truck and get all the box of shoes? Yeah, he can play on this team. But Fox, man, I take my hat off to you, man, because I know what that did to some of them kids, the Pee-wee from Yates, and Alex Davis from Yates, John Henson, Kelly, Ray Turner. Ray Turner wasn't even supposed to graduate from college. He wasn't even supposed to go to college. He went to Jones High School. He wasn't even eligible for college. Nursing him in this program. All of these guys. I can't count them. DJ Griggs, Winston Shepard, Rasheed Suleiman, D'Angelo Harrison. Because a guy, what you doing, Fox? These young guys are able to feed their families because of what the seed I planted. And now, that's why I asked you about the 5 years and the 10 years. Where you see this program. That's why I asked you that for a reason, because of the seeds I planted. Now these guys are all over the world, doing everything they want to do in life. And just because guys like you and Fox put together a program for them to succeed, man. Unfreaking believable. Now y'all see my passion. You know, in case somebody said, Hatter showing favoritism. Hatter watching a model. I seen this before. I seen this before, and I know it can work.
Well, and I'm gonna go one step further, Hatter. It's already working. You know,
It can go work.
shout out to some of my boys out there like Keith Stevens, Team Takeover, been doing this multiple decades. Shout out to my boy Terrence Munch Williams out there, PSA,
Yes.
been doing this decades.
Yes.
They already paved the way. So I mean, Nike Team Fox is going to be on that type of initiative. You know, we see the examples Mo Can holding training camps. You know, kids actually
I like that.
developing and getting better at a high rate. You know, and it's not just, oh, you know, my 17s is good. You know, Nike Pro Skills is already playing in the Made Hoops Winter League at an 8th grade level. So we want to put together competitive teams that we can take advantage of these opportunities. Because when you look around the country, you see the New York Lightning, you see the PSA Cardinals, and what Nike's doing, whether people pay attention or not, 40% of the EYBL is Nike player base. What do I mean by that, Hatter? It's either a player sponsoring the team or they directly involved with it.
Yes.
You know, when you look around, it's Drive Nation with Jermaine O'Neal.
Yes.
It's, you know, the St. Louis Eagles switching gears and now they're Bradley Beal elite.
Yes, sir.
It's, you know, the historic Arkansas Wings now a Woods elite after Malik Monk.
Yes.
I mean, it's a trend. You
That's
know,
good.
Keith had a monopoly on DC where Team Takeover was the only Nike team, but you look now and you have Team Melo, Team Durant. So everybody out there can kind of read between the lines and see what's coming in Houston. You know, Nike Team Fox is on the rise, but more importantly, we want to build this thing the right way with the right people involved. And I think we got the right man behind it, you know.
And you know how what you got, and you know how I feel about it. I believe in the rising tide rise all the ships. I think that people gonna have to, you know, they're gonna have to go out and do better. I want everybody in this community as of today. Let's just start to think a little bit better. Let's just start. Everybody ain't got to work with each other because everybody, you might like a red car. I might like a white car. You might like a Beyonce. I might like Cardi B. So it's okay. But as long as I put this on the screen, Fox. I'm glad you're here, baby. I put this on the screen the other day. And check this out. I hope y'all see that.
Wow.
I put this on the screen the other day, and I didn't know y'all was coming on here, man. I didn't know nothing about this, y'all, because y'all been over there. Y'all been quiet. I didn't tell everybody Coach Henderson and I was in a meeting. Y'all been having the meetings, and now y'all say, hey, okay, world. Like Tiger Woods when he came out, said, hello, world. This y'all hello world moment right now. And yeah, hello world. And what I would say to everybody else in the community, this just is a model. Just a model. It ain't all eggs don't hatch on the same day. Let me tell you something. Everybody can't get no Fox, but you can find a Robert Hatter. You can find a guy. Find the right daddy that love his son the way I love mine. Guess what he gonna do? Get them find out how much it is and let me know. Just find out how much it is and I got it. I really believe that, Fox. I really believe it's some more parents out here. Some of us that took care of our money, Mike. It's some more parents out here.
I agree, and I think it takes collaborative efforts. You know, it's a village mentality. We can't expect one individual or one person to change a culture. We can't expect one person to bankroll, you know, your child's future. You know, it's an invested interest. You know,
Right.
and the kids see that. You know, eventually that kid grows up one day and they see what you did, whether you realize it or not. So, you know, I see some of the questions on the screen.
Be my guest.
Fox is giving back I'm giving back. You know, it's not something that we have to do, but it's something that we love to do, and it's something that we're passionate about. But more importantly, it comes from not just a place of love, but it comes from a place of wisdom. You know, we've been through it at different levels. We've been on the top, we've been at the bottom. But, you know, we have a real plan, like you said. What's the 3 to 5 year plan? We have a real plan that extends beyond that. This is about organically building a brand and a program in a different lane or avenue for the people. You know, not to talk about anyone else, knock anybody's hustle or what they're doing,
Right.
but it gives you a different avenue to achieve success. You know, some people think I got to just go on the freeway to get downtown. You can
Right.
take the side streets, you can take the
Yeah.
HOV. Maybe
Yeah.
this is the HOV lane.
Yeah.
So people haven't really looked at the options, you know, as to how they can get there. And that small investment in the HOV lane, you know what that does, Hatter? It saves time and trouble.
Do me a favor.
Multiply that over years.
Do me a favor and go back and get the show. I'm going to send it to you. That I talked a whole about 30 minutes talking about Kobe and how valuable his time was and how he used his time. And I'm glad you said that, man. Let me tell you something. And I want y'all to hear this from me. Y'all ain't got to hear from nobody. If anything, coach, both of y'all, that I can do to help promote, talk about, speak, whatever y'all need me to do, I'm there. When the COVID is over. when I get to a couple of shots, and all of us, enough of us get a couple of shots up in us, I'm gonna be all right. But if you need my advice, you got my number now, LeBlanc. Fox been had my number. He just don't use it. But whatever I can do, and whatever the chop shop can do, man, I promise you. I mean, it's on wax. If it's in my power to do it, I'm gonna make it happen. I had to tell you that.
I mean, we feel the same way. And I mean, anybody out there whose kids need help, boys or girls, you know, I offer performance training. What is that exactly? That's Vertimax, you know, Supercat. We have a lot of equipment that we've invested in to really help your kids. And you know, some people may think, oh, why are you investing in equipment? When your kid steps on that college campus or that pro facility, guess what they're going to be working out on? So you know, it's really, like we said, giving your kid a student athlete program from the ground up early, because, you know, we got people out here who are studying medicine in 6th and 7th grade because they want to be doctors. So if you really want to take this serious, this is an avenue where you got people who specialize in helping to get you to that next place. You know, we got a bunch of D1 guys working. So we got a bunch of pro guys working with us.
Okay.
But, you know, we feel the same way about you guys. Anyone out there who's looking for help, we have basketball skills and drills, individual, group, team training as well. There's organizations who I help develop their players. Quiet is kept. It's not about, hey, let me stick out my chest with the bravado. It's about the kids getting better. And whether coach, whoever gets the credit or not, we got to take that initiative in our community, because ultimately when we leave the kids in a better place, they become better adults.
Got a question. How do we reach you? How do I reach you? Brandon Nickerson, she read my mind. How can they reach you? And I know Dora, you on one feed, and I'll put it on the other one, Dora. I don't know if I can do it, but you tell us, Mike, how can they reach you, man? How can they reach you?
I'm easy. I'm on Twitter at PTI Houston. I'm on Instagram at GodFirstAAU, GOD_FIRST_AAU. He's at Team Fox on both. As far as reaching out to us, you know, it's not hard to find. Jump on Twitter. I also have a website which is under construction. Nike Team Fox has a website that, you know, it's current, but it's under construction. And by the way, shout out to John and Karen. They do a wonderful job. You know.
Oh yeah, they're my people there. Yes. Yes. They've been yes. Karen,
I mean, great people, and you know, I'm not gonna go too into detail about them, but
yes,
you know, when Mr. Fox was kind of down and out a little bit last year.
Yeah.
They more than held it down. So, you know, we really linked up. Like I said, we're gonna build this thing together. But it's good people who want to help kids become better. Okay. So I mean, it takes a village. You know, not every parent can really get through to their kid. I have people who work with my son personally. You know, Fox mentors to him. You know, he at times calls him second dad. And he may say the exact same sentence, Hatter, that I said in the same words, but it means more coming from him now.
Matter of fact, so I don't know if you were looking, Mike. Isaiah came on there and called. He said both of my dads on there. He said that a few minutes ago. I don't know if you saw it or not.
This man is. You know, as this program gains more exposure and as we get out in more mainstream, people will see, dang, he took the time to come see my 6th grade son, you know, make layups. And, you know, he's in tune. He'll tell me, man, that dude need to work on this shot. He dribbled too much. People talk to him about swinging the ball. And I'm like, Fox, I got you, man. You know, it's going to take time, bro. We're going to get him right, though. But, you know, he's hands-on, man.
And I want to say a shout-out to Herb Ledee. His son hit a young fella, Jalen hit that last shot, and that man called him by the wrong damn name. I wanted to jump through the damn TV, the announcer. He called him something else. And I said, oh, man, get him off the air. But shout out to Herb, man. I was so proud of him last night, man, because I know the journey they've been on. And that, man, you know what, man? I just love it when our kids just go. We had Michael Adusi came on the show the other day. Anthony Adusi, I mean, he came on the show. He writing a book.
From Travis.
Yeah, he writing a book called A Wake Up Call, telling the people to wake up, the basketball community to wake up, man. So it's I just think I did not know this, y'all. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, these guys, I did not know this late last night or maybe early this morning that these guys were gonna be on the show. I didn't know what the content was about. But man, I am so glad that I had a chance to walk y'all through this thing and be a part of y'all announcement. And I just can't wait. I can't wait for the whole basketball community right now to shine. The whole grassroots basketball community. I want them to shine. So, Coach, let me tell you something. I know, Coach, you know what you asked me something. You asked me, Coach, how long we gonna be on? I said, man, I said, I got to stop on 2. Coach, this the Chop Shop. We've been on an hour. And that's how the Chop Shop roll. Mike, I told you this how it is, man. And I know y'all got to go, but I'm going to let you go. But thank you a million years. And I tell you, y'all share this show. Tell your friends they need to know about it. Because let me tell you something. Y'all going to be the talk of the town now. You know, that's why I didn't want y'all to give out y'all the regular your telephone number. Cause Fox, I might put your number. I might put your number on the screen. I ain't gonna do Mike like that. Fox, I might put your number on the screen. No. but thank y'all so much, man. And we're gonna yabba dabba. In Jimmy's words, we're gonna yabba dabba do this thing and slide down Dino's back because I got to get out of here and go to a meeting. But thank you so much. I can't wait to see what's in store for Team Fox. I'm watching y'all. I'm on the clock. Y'all keep me abreast on anything that the public need to know. Okay, Mike? Mike, you got my number. Lock it in and let me know what's going on. Okay? We good? Chop shop.
We'll be back, man. Thanks for having us.
Okay, baby. We out. All right. Bye.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop